Welcome to my podcast. Today I'm going to talk about another condition whereby a patient is admitted to the hospital and he decided to be self-discharged. So basically, they will call you to see this patient who's anxious and angry and want to go home. So you will approach this patient in a calm way and try to understand his situation. Of course, you have to introduce yourself as we agreed always, and double check the patient name, date of birth, and his address. And then ask the patient, how can I help you? Why you feel that you want to go home when you still need to stay in a hospital? So try to understand the reason and the issue with the patient that made him decide to go back home. So there's multiple issue that could the patient raise for you. For instance, it could be family reason. Sometimes the patient live alone and has a pet at home, and he's concerned about his pet, whether it's a dog or a cat, and it happened. He could be in financial situation, have a job issue and workplace. So you have to understand the patient concern in order to solve the saga. So after you discuss with the patient what's the reason for his willing to go home, you need also to assess the patient capacity. So you need to make sure that the patient understands what you are saying and he retain the piece of knowledge and he can communicate it back to you. So it's basically 3 steps that you ensure that the patient can get them well. And you need to ensure that the patient is safe enough to go back home and there is no life-threatening condition. Also, you could tell the patient, is there any help that we can provide to you and that we can sort the issue that it's bothering you. So after you used all of those measures, you could ask also, we could settle this and come to a plan whereby maybe we can agree about alternative plan whereby you come back when your condition is improving. And of course, if the patient is adamant and want to be self-discharged, you can't keep the patient, of course, against his will, unless it's a life-threatening condition. I will try to cover also about adult safeguarding. It's another thing that we need to know about. So, for instance, if a patient came to the hospital with multiple bruises with his son, this could raise a safeguarding issue. So you need to ensure that everything is okay with the patient, and you need to tell the patient that whatever he confessed to you will be kept confidential, and his safety is utmost for us. And the patient, he could be living alone, or maybe he's abused by his son or any relative. So this is a very difficult situation, a case scenario that could happen. And you need to, of course, check if the patient is safe enough to be left with his relative. And if you feel that there is anything that you can't manage on your own, always speak to your senior and the safeguarding team. So by this, I should have covered the main points in this case scenario. And I see you on another podcast. Thank you.